I started messing with this crypto betting site in university and I got addicted to this whole thing. It was like a funny and weird experience. So one of my good friends was playing around with these charts and I asked him what he was doing. He was gambling with his Ethereum on this crash site. So let me show you what I mean by that, because you won't understand unless I visually show you. Okay, so you see this chart going up. This chart is essentially representative of when the game will crash. So it crashed at 9.7x. So if you bet 10 Ethereum, then you would have 9.7x your Ethereum. So you would have gotten 970 Ethereum out of that. So let's say this crashes at 2 and you bet 10 Ethereum, you would have gotten 2. So the way it works is you have to kind of guess when it's going to crash. So let's say it crashed at 2.21. You have to guess, let's say 1.9. So you say this one's going to crash at 1.9 and you get a 1.9 payout. And anybody else who guessed above that range of 2.2x, or in this case 1.33x, anybody who guessed above that, they lose their bet.
Loser.
So I got addicted to this whole thing. Like I was playing this for hours at that point. It was, honestly, I was playing it in class, I was playing it outside of class, I was playing it before I go to bed, and then there would be ways to set up a bot so it auto bets overnight based on certain strategies. And I set up those bots and I'd go to sleep and then I wake up to see my account and how much I made. And some guy watched me playing this in a public area. So we had public buildings all across our university campus, and he saw me playing this and he was literally watching me like play like a maniac, like my eyes glued, like my jaws dropped, and I was like literally like calculating and doing shit. It was really funny. And he literally straight up came up and asked me like, what are you up to? Like, what are you doing? I never met this guy in my life. He just saw that I was looking at something like a maniac, so he was interested. I showed him the game and he got hooked. Like, he was so interested. I explained everything to him.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
And the dude comes back a week later and we both run into each other. He's like, bro, you made me lose 200 bucks. I play that shit all night, every day for the last week. Like, I'm literally like trying to get out of it.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
That was a really addicting game. Like, it was bad. Like, at the time I thought it was, oh yeah, this is like 200 bucks. It's not a big deal. But we were addicted, like addicted. We were playing this shit. Our whole lives were revolving around it for that like month or 2 months of however long that lasted. It didn't last that long, but yeah, it was interesting. And a bunch of our friends even got together and we started trying to develop an algorithm on how we're going to beat the system. So the first one we tried was a martingale strategy. If you Google martingale, pretty common strategy. So every time we'd lose, we would double our bet, and our goal would be to get a 2x payout. So if we lost on the first round, we would double. On the second round, we would double. On the third round, we would double. And eventually we'd win big, and we would make up the money that we lost because we doubled our input, basically. The problem with this is it only works if you have an infinite amount of money. Now, this worked for a while. Honestly, we were like, I got my account up for 400 bucks to like 800 to almost 1,000 doing it. But then there was a 14 losing streak. So 14 times in a row, the crash was before 2x. So that means 1.8, 1.7, 1.5, 1.9, 1.8, 14 times in a row, it was below 2x.
If you get the opportunity, you should kill yourself.
And so we did not have enough money to fund our account to survive 14 crashes in a row. I think that ended up to be like, you would need like 10 or 20 grand to be able to survive 14 crashes in a row. And we wiped out and we're like, okay, back to the drawing board. Then we came up with a new strategy, which was cost scalping. So the way it works is there'd be a little bit of a bonus amount of Ethereum given out to everyone who won. You would get that no matter what, as long as you win. So we would like select some really low crash number. Like we would select 1.1x or 1.05x and just collect those bonuses. And we did that for a while and we made a lot. We like doubled our account and then boom, the next one we did, we lost it all because it literally was one. It stopped at 1. Like there are crashes at literally 1. So even if you do 1.01, there's a chance you'll lose. That didn't work. And then we tried multiple variants of martingale. And then I even downloaded the code base for the Crash app and I simulated thousands of simulations of games with these strategies. And there were like streaks of like 30 crashes below 2, like 31 crashes, 35 crashes below 2. And you would need millions of dollars to be able to support that at that point. At that we realized, okay, this is not going to work. So I lost a total of $400 of Ethereum myself. My friends included also lost another $400 or $500. I think combined all of us lost like probably $2 grand worth of Ethereum. And yeah, that was our story of our addiction to crypto gambling. I would not recommend you do it. I highly recommend, I mean, if you just play for fun, it's one thing. But I would strictly recommend you to stay out of it otherwise, especially if you have an addictive personality.
I'm an addict.
because that shit can take over your life. But yeah, I mean, there were people who made like 500, 600K through this crash site. Let me check actually what the current leaderboard is. Okay, so ethercrash.com. Also, let me share my screen. So leaderboard, yeah, so this guy named Blow Me, he had 1,303 Ethereum. That's his total profit. And if you look at his history, like, yeah, I mean, you can see he played a lot of games. He played 1,456 games. So yeah, people made millions of dollars. And I think 1,304 Ethereum is like 1,400 Ethereum to CAD. That's about what, $3.5 million? Yeah, so whoever this person was made a boatload of money. And there are people making money, but again, it's gambling. It's all probabilities, but it is gambling at the end of the day. So if you get into this, again, I did not get you into this. I just shared a story. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.